Hey there, everybody. Are you ready for an exciting new adventure? Then hop on your broomstick and get ready to fly high above the clouds with Mila and the broomstick race. Mila lived in a quiet village where nothing ever happened, or so she thought. One windy morning, she was sweeping her front porch when she found an old broomstick leaning against her door. Tied to the end of it was a purple ribbon and a note that said, "You're invited to the Sky Riders race. Midnight. Bring courage." Mila laughed. A flying broom? That's just in fairy tales. But then she looked at the note again. It did say bring courage, and Mila had plenty of that. So she tied the ribbon onto her wrist and waited for the sun to go down. As the first stars twinkled above her, the broomstick shook, then lifted off the ground. Before she knew it, Mila was swooping over the rooftops, laughing as the wind whipped through her hair. Up ahead, she could see other kids on magical brooms zooming through the night sky. Some left trails of lightning in their wake. Others had glowing wings that helped them steer. And at the end of the course, she could just make out a huge, smiling moon, looking like he was about to give them a big, juicy lollipop. Suddenly, a talking raven swooped in front of Mila and handed her a pair of goggles. "Welcome to the Sky Riders race," he said. "The winner gets one wish, but the race won't be easy." And with that, he disappeared in a puff of smoke. Mila took a deep breath, then raced ahead. First, she flew through a storm tunnel full of spinning winds that threatened to knock her off her broomstick. She gripped the ribbon tightly and squeezed her eyes shut until she saw the end of the tunnel up ahead. Then she zoomed into a maze made of shimmering mirrors in the sky. Which way to go? She wondered aloud. Suddenly, she heard a giggle behind her. A girl with a mischievous grin and a broomstick as tall as a tree zoomed past. "Over there, silly," she yelled, pointing to a path that led right into a wall of clouds. When Mila came to the other side of the maze, she saw the girl waiting for her. "Thanks," Mila called back, and the girl waved as she flew away. Just then, the path beneath them vanished and turned into a roller coaster ride where gravity flipped upside down. Mila screamed with laughter as she zoomed past trees, houses, and even a waterfall that sprayed sparkling rainbows into the air. Then she saw a boy on a broomstick swerve in front of her and block her path. He had a mean look on his face and a net in his hand. "Out of my way," he yelled, and he tried to knock her off her broom with his net. But Mila hung on tight. As he zipped past, she grabbed his net and yanked it until her broom spun out of control. He lost his balance and tumbled out of the saddle. "Wait," Mila shouted, reaching out her hand. "We can help each other." And with that, they were off, racing side by side towards the finish line. When they reached the end of the course, all the kids cheered as they crossed the line together. The judges, who were three wise owls, hooted and smiled. "Kindness wins more than speed," one of them said. Even though Mila didn't come in first, because of her bravery and kind heart, the owls gave her the prize, a magic wish. She closed her eyes and whispered her wish. And in the morning, when the sun peeked through her window, every child in the village woke up and found a tiny broomstick of their own, with a tag that read, "Adventure is only one ride away." And that is the story of Mila and the broomstick race. What would you wish for if you won the race? Tell us in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more adventures. See you next time.